Ben, what's going on?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Doing good. Doing pretty good. How about you?
Doing excellent, man. This morning we hopped on a call with Eric, and the guy didn't even have a business yet. So yeah, just getting used to the offer, but so far looking good. I took the first demo yesterday.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Me drop my call. What about you? How's it going for you?
Pretty good. Just trying to get stuff going with these guys and um staying busy, training
Or
people on sales.
are you closing for an offer as well, or just managing offers at the moment?
Yeah, I'm taking closing calls. Um, right now they have a big no-show issue and they want me to manage their team and take closing calls. So uh that's a thing. But pull up one of those calls. Did you have is it a full on like intro or okay, here we go.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
Both discovery and pitch.
Okay, so we share sound here.
Hello, Shaq.
This meeting
Hello?
is being recorded.
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I can hear you, but I cannot see you though.
Oh, where's the camera?
Shack.
There's some there. It's not allowing me to turn on my camera for some reason.
Okay, what does it say?
It's on. No, it's on. Camera is on. It's
I see it on yes. For some reason, it's not coming up. Well, let's get started like that. Just since I know we have limited amount of time. Just so you have an idea, Shaq, right?
yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you, man.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like skip report, but it's all good.
Nice to meet you. Juan, right? Your name Juan.
Correct. Yes, and the
Would
head of.
you?
Would you like ask more questions about where you're at and all of that? Reason being is because I had
Nice.
called him before as well, just because that I called him and we scheduled for like 1 hour in advance.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Now, did you do like was it just like a quick call to get them to show up to this call, or was it like more of a triage?
Yes, they had an intro already with Eric,
Okay, all right,
and
got it. So it's
he
like a
shared
confirmation.
the correct. Yes, so I no, they had spoken, and then I called him like right out of the blue, and he told me I'm busy right now, but let's chat in about like an hour and a half. So we booked the time,
Okay,
and that's yes,
gotcha.
onboarding here at Brightside Media. I've been working with Eric for a long
Yeah.
time, yeah, and
Don't even have to say all that.
you know, I just
A long time, dude. It's been like an
yeah,
hour.
just the reason of
Yeah,
this
it's
call.
like what?
Why are you telling me, right? If you're
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think if like the frame should be pretty simple. It's just, hey, how's your day going so far, man? Oh, it's good. How about you? Awesome, cool. Or you ask them, okay, I see that you're over in this part of town, or where are you calling in from, or what part of town are you in? Okay, awesome, cool. Well, you maybe a quick intro. Cool. Nice to meet you, man. I'm Juan. I help Eric out with the enrollments here at Brightside Media. So, yeah, I know we've got a limited amount of time. You ready to jump right in? Yep. Awesome. Well, definitely excited to dig into your story here and go deep on what you've got going on with the business right now and also get clarity into what you're looking to accomplish. And if we have alignment between that and what we do, we can jump into all of those details if that sounds good. Yeah, sounds great. Cool. So I've got like a bit of info about you from Eric, but I'm curious, in your opinion, what would you say is the biggest challenge that you're having growing your business right now? Probably the what I would use for this guy.
Is just to actually make sure that we can actually cover A through C, what it is that, like where it is that you're at right now and where it is that you want to go. Okay. We're going to dive deep into that, have no bullshit conversation.
Yeah,
And it makes sense to actually work together. We can help you out with what you're looking to do. I will be actually more than happy to walk you A through C through the whole process that we follow ourselves. Does
perfect.
that
Yeah. How are you feeling on this call? State-wise?
um
Bit nervous? Like 60, like I would say like 70-30, like calm slash maybe 30% a bit nervous, but
not necessarily nervous, but since it was the first time doing the pitch,
yeah,
um, I would say I was feeling, yes, a bit of
like
uncertainty.
uncertainty. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Can kind of see it.
That's good.
Yep.
All right, that's awesome. I guess the biggest question that I have is like, what's the biggest reason that you're looking to do like Instagram marketing right now?
Yeah, I would go with the biggest challenge over the biggest
Yeah.
reason. It's more of a setting
When you
question.
said it, it's that's the question.
Yeah. So with these calls, since he did speak to Eric or intro, I was like, cool, man. So I've heard about your conversation with Eric and I got those details and I'm curious. In your opinion, what is the biggest challenge that you're having growing your business right now?
Well, I think well for me personally, I think it's like the most up-to-date platform that people use to search for new barbershops, like clothing brands, anything like you name it. Like it's
Okay, so yeah, so you want like very specific, like what's the biggest reason you're looking to do Instagram marketing right now? Um, I would say like you can experiment, you can keep it as your opening question of like that specific. Usually go a bit broader, just like the biggest challenge growing or the biggest challenge scaling their business right now. But anyway,
it's on Instagram, you know. Restaurants,
Yes.
uh, car shopping, if you want to do car shopping, anything. So that's why
so yeah, just a quick FYI, this is more of like the setter question, like the intro call question.
All right.
tons
Yes.
of car shopping, if you want to do car shopping, anything. So that's why, and I see a lot of barber posts too myself. Well, it's been a thought of mine. I mean, where I used to work before with my, we have a family barbershop, and
Okay.
where we worked before with my father. Actually, my dad owns that shop. He still has it, but I decided to do something for myself. But we grew with that, like my dad's barbershop without any marketing. It was just
Right.
like word of mouth, word of mouth. But where I'm at here, uh,
So there's a word for it, and I can't recall what the exact word is, but when people do that, they're like, yeah, uh-huh, right, yeah. It's the reason they do it is because they want them to stop talking. It's like subconsciously, it's like okay, yeah, uh-huh, right. It's like you want them to stop talking. Like I try to like minimize that. But anyway,
there's a lot of competition here. So like every basically like every 2 blocks, like a block and a half, there's a barbershop. You know.
Right.
So that's why I was like, you know what? Let me just try to get on Instagram. I mean, I know how Instagram advertisements and everything work. I did it. I tried it myself. It worked. You know, I did it for like a week, and basically every day I would get like 1, 2 customers from Instagram. They're oh, like I saw your video on Instagram. I wanted to give it a try, but with what I saw on your page is just I think you guys probably know better than I do. Whatever I know, you probably know better than that. So that's why I was like, no, let me just I was interested. You know, that's why I hit you guys up.
interesting. So this guy is like he brought up a few things, like his they grew his dad's barbershop just from referrals, but now there's a lot of competition. But he's also saying that he can do it himself, and he has been doing it himself. But they think that you guys could do it better. But he only did it for a week.
Right.
So what exactly is his problem? He didn't exactly explicitly say, probably because of the question. So I'd probably say something like, okay, I hear you. So it sounds like with all the competition every 2 blocks, you're looking for a way to stand out outside of Instagram or sorry, referrals. Or maybe even going simpler, it's like I might just literally ask him the biggest challenge question. Okay, so it sounds like the biggest challenge is you are having difficulty standing out from your competitors. And even though you've been able to get a little bit of success from Instagram, you're looking to accelerate that through an expert. Is that accurate? And then maybe tie into the referral thing. And like you don't want to just rely on referrals like your dad's barbershop. That might be a bridge too far, but anyway. What's up, Armando?
Absolutely. And I appreciate
Yes,
the words right there.
What's up?
I would you ask that right there, or would you ask him first why he doesn't want to do referrals? Like, we'll do the recap first.
Yeah, I would have it in my summary, but I would tie it down. I would want to ask him a question or two about that. Okay, so I hear that you grew your dad's barbershop without referrals, but you've been using Instagram. I guess is there any reason why you don't just rely on referrals like your dad? Oh yeah, there's too much competition now. Like probably just want him to say that right away. But like after I kind of summarize, you know, what he said or like the pain
Right.
points of it, he didn't really give you any. He kind of this guy's
Right
kind of
there.
he's like he's like posturing as if like he knows what he's doing. Yeah, I grew my dad's barbershop and then yeah, I did Instagram and we had some success for like a week. I got 1 or 2 clients. It's like I'm like, okay, well, let's get right to the money, really. How much money is this guy making? But anyway,
We've been in business for quite some time already, but I appreciate that, man, that you said that, maybe.
um, we've been in business for quite some, yeah, like no need to talk
Yeah,
about your
yeah,
dad.
yeah.
It didn't really,
Same as before. Yeah, that we know more than you do.
yeah.
I wouldn't. I would say that the expertise helps, but it's always a matter of putting the work in.
Now you're kind of soapboxing,
Yeah,
just recapping what he said.
yeah. Just seeing this, it's same, and making sure that you're in the trenches and the trial and error and whatnot. What makes you successful? I believe it's the same.
Yeah. If you did this like every time he talked, like the call's gonna go like super long.
For example, in any skill, 3 hours, even
yeah,
like barbering
yeah, of
or
course.
anything like that. So you're reaching out for help. You said that you were getting 1 to 2 customers per day, right?
Was it per day or per week? I thought he said per week. Maybe I read it wrong. I did it for a week and basically, oh yeah, you're right. Every day you get 1 or 2 customers from Instagram. Yeah, so okay, so considering that you're getting 1 to 2 customers every single day from Instagram, I guess why not just double down on what you were doing? Oh, it's just going to take way too much of my time, and you know, I know that if I had an expert, then I could probably get that from 1 or 2 a day to maybe 5 or 10 a day. Maybe he says that.
Right.
Customers from Instagram, like I saw your.
So you're reaching out for help. You said that.
I say 1 to 2, like from like Instagram only. You know
Correct.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But I get a lot of customers. Like I get most of my customers from Google. Like they search about like barbershop near me or best barbershop near me, and mine probably has like a pretty higher ranking. So
right.
it pops up first. So I get like today I got 2 new guys from.
Yeah. So he has like a few objections then of like, okay, you're getting clients from Google, word of mouth, or search, I guess local SEO or whatever. You also mentioned referrals. Is there any particular reason why you need to add on Instagram? Like, I might ask that next.
Just Google itself,
Right.
just like Google Maps itself.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the main ways, right? And a lot of people are getting there. They all like, I'm not sure about you, but a lot of people have strategies as well
This whole thing, not necessary.
on how
Yeah,
to source those, like how to like rank higher on Google. The thing about Google is that it's like it's
Now you're like soapboxing him why not to use Google versus literally just asking him the question. Huh. Okay, interesting. So you're getting clients actively from Google. Your dad grew it from SEO. Uh, maybe I'm just a bit confused. Is there anything going on which means that those aren't enough, or that you need to actually add on another channel like Instagram, or um, like why not just do what you're already doing or double down on what you're doing with Instagram?
Wrestling all the time against all the other businesses, just trying
Yeah.
to find, and be the
You probably don't need to educate him on this. He like again, it's something that the guy probably knows.
best at it. But help me understand, this is your own barbershop, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right.
Correct.
How long have you guys been in business for?
So this was actually an existent barbershop before. So this barbershop had been running for about, I think, 20 years.
And you're only getting one or two customers a day?
Well,
Wow.
more than, well, yeah, like 20 years. So I just
Okay.
bought the business, but the guy that sold me the shop, he works with me. Well, he
Okay.
used to own it, but now he works for me.
Okay.
So he has his own clientele. I have my own clientele that I'm building up right now. Like I still have a few of my customers that come from my other barbershop, which is like an hour away.
Wow.
They still don't mind the commute to come here now. They're like, I don't trust anyone else, but you with my hair. So they still come.
Right.
Okay, so he also has repeat business.
But I'm trying to grow it to like not just us two. Like I want to have like more barbers. I have 5 chairs here, so I want to fill up the rest of the 3 chairs that are empty.
For sure.
Okay.
You need to fill up the other three seats.
Exactly.
Gotcha. And how long have you had the barbershop for? I didn't.
Did he, I thought he just didn't you just ask that? Yeah, like the how long question is stretching the pain. We haven't got to the pain yet, so it's like very premature to ask that.
Okay.
Um, like probably the best place to go into is like I have 5 chairs here. I want to fill up the other three. I would probably go into like, okay, so you know, how does that work right now? Like how many customers are you guys both you and the other barber getting per day? Like or per week? What do you charge on average for a cut? You know, how much revenue is that this month, last month, this other month? Okay, got it. So is it fair to say if you had another 3 chairs that you would be doing, let's say he does 4K per chair per month, like an extra 12K per month. Is that right? Yeah, about that. Okay, got it. And do you have a way to just, you know, somehow double down on what you're already doing to fill up those other 3 chairs? No, I don't. That's why I'm looking at Instagram. Oh, okay, got it. That makes total sense.
So first,
Grow it to
with
like
those
not.
questions,
Hmm?
what what you're doing is just uncovering the pain first, making sure that he tells
Well,
us that he doesn't have that system to fill up those extra three chairs. And then
well,
you,
I want to know like what's the situation, and also start building up the cost of him not marketing. The cost of him not marketing is that he has 3 chairs that are sitting idle because he can't fill them up. And if he was able to fill them up based off his current numbers, that would be this much more money per month, which is we're going to start building up a gap. If we spread that up over how long those chairs have been empty since February. Okay, so you lost 12K over the last 4 months, which is 48 grand, you know? Okay,
makes
interesting. Um, and then from there, you can be like, well, if you were doing Instagram for a week and it was working to get one or two customers a day, why did you stop? Why not just double down and, maybe get 4 barbers in there and you just take over their market? Or who knows? I don't want to like lead him and tell him
right.
what he should do, but like that would be if I was just like coaching this guy for free, I'd probably like ask about that. Well, couldn't you just do this? Like, sounds like
Yeah.
you're half decent at generating customers from Instagram based off what you were doing. Granted, it was only for a week. Why not just get a few barbers in there? You spend all your time on Instagram and see if that would work. then he might say something like, I don't know. No, I don't want to really do that. Still want to cut hair. You know, I have regulars that come to me, and if I do that, they'll leave. That's like a significant portion of revenue. I can't replace them.
Not just us two. Like I want to have like more barbers. I have 5 chairs here, so I want to fill up the rest of the 3 chairs that are empty.
For sure. You need to fill up the other 3 seats.
Exactly.
Gotcha. And how long have you had the barbershop for? I didn't catch that.
Oh yeah, well, I just took it over in February, but I wasn't working until April because I had to do renovations to the shop. So after my renovations, I've been working full time from April.
Got it. So you took the time to actually, just focus on that. You renovated it just as you
Yeah,
wanted it to be, and then,
yeah. I mean,
um,
I wanted to make it more modern, and attractive, because it was old style. The barbershop was pretty outdated.
Yeah, so this is like the conversation is it's like to me it kind of just feels like it's too much into the like just background and logistics. You know what I mean? Versus kind of like getting into like the problem. But
yeah,
uh
it took a long time to get there. We dive into the problem more when I ask him like how much he's generating right now, and then uh,
okay.
he opens up. Okay, I mean, I can imagine it's hard to keep up, especially after like,
Yeah. So like your responses, dude, are it's part of the reason. You know, like you don't have to like validate everything he says or like add in your 2 cents, which is what you've kind of been doing.
yes,
Um, like standard responses are like, okay, got it. Maybe interesting. Or huh, oh, wow. Or
that's it.
just ask the next question or like recap something so that they go deeper or like say a statement, you know. Huh. Okay, so you've been renovating for 4 years or for 4 months. Yeah. Okay, got it. Do you feel like or is the barber shop ready to start bringing on new barbers and new clients right now? Oh yeah, it definitely is. Um,
What, like 20, 18, 20 years of being open.
Okay, so this renovation was made like 20 years ago.
That's what I mean. So the
Yeah.
last renovation was then. I can imagine how it was. So of course it took you like 2 months to get all of that done. Now, right now, you said that you're generating your leads mainly from Google and from word of mouth referrals. Is that right?
Referrals, correct. Yeah. Instagram too, but I don't have my promotions running right now.
You don't have your promotions?
No, I don't have my like I didn't like boost my posts on Instagram right now.
Okay, you used to when
yeah, I would say why not?
you said that you run ads, you were boosting your post or were you like setting up actual ads?
Boosting my posts.
Okay, you were boosting your post. Okay, that doesn't necessarily entail that you're setting a campaign.
Yeah, like all this stuff that you're doing is like so not necessary. Um, I'm curious, why did you stop running them? If they're working, why did you stop running them? You know, like this is, yeah, it's just like a bad habit where you kind of like soapbox for like 10 to 30 seconds every time they talk. And it's just because you're taking the pressure off of them, the call's going longer, and uh, you're changing the focus off of them onto you. Because it would be very easy for him to go like, oh, well, what kind of campaign should I run and start like taking over the call because you're just
Yeah.
like inserting that you're just kind of like yeah like
Yeah, consulting
offering
them.
value. Yeah, it's like
Yes.
not that it's like not the time to consult them. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yes.
diagnostic time.
We can segmentate and hyper target even like further with
Speed
campaigns,
this
right?
up a bit.
Yeah.
But I'll cover all of that as I said at the beginning. So you're mainly just organic, right? I guess
Basically.
in terms of appointments or like overall your day to day, how many clients are you having on a day to day?
Uh, Anywhere it varies. Like beginning of the week is probably a little bit slower.
Okay.
So towards like Friday, Monday to Thursday, I would say anywhere from like 5 to 10. and then Fridays would be like it could vary. I could cut 5 people, I could cut 10 people on Friday. It could be either slow or busy.
Right.
But mostly like weekends, like Saturday, Sundays, I'll probably cut like 8 to 12.
Okay.
Got it. And how much do you charge per cut on average?
8 to 12. That's on a good day. Is it?
Yes, correct.
Okay. I guess in terms of like revenue, right now for yourself.
Yeah, I would probably like tally that up first. Okay. So he said uh Monday to Thursday, anywhere from 5 to 10. And Friday could be 5 to 10. Weekends 8 to 12. Saturday and Sunday. I like, okay. So on the weekends, this guy's working 8 to 12 hours, I'm guessing, or maybe the cuts are half an hour, but total haircuts per week would be, let's say on the low end, 5 a day and then 8 on Saturday and Sunday. So like 16, 5 times, I guess like 36 to maybe 50 haircuts a week, something like that. Okay. And how much do you average per cut? $40. Okay. So yeah, break out the old calculator. So, okay. So 36 times 40. So probably say something like, okay, so you made something like $1,400 this week. Is that about accurate, or how much did you make this week?
On a day to day.
Uh, Anywhere it varies. Like beginning of the week is probably a little bit slower.
Okay. I guess in terms of like revenue, right now for yourself, like how much do you roughly bring in at the moment?
Like weekly.
Weekly or monthly?
Weekly, like 1,200,
Okay, so a bit lower than what I said, but yeah.
1,200.
Okay, got it. So the business brings in about 4,800 per month from you, and the other barber. What about him? 'Cause if he has, I think he said 5 chairs, and 3 of them are not taken.
That's correct.
Gotcha.
I never asked for the other one. I asked him how much the other ones um will pay him. Well, but I didn't ask him about the one that he has already.
Yeah, I mean that's a super important piece if you're trying to build up the gap, or like what it's costing him to have those other 3 chairs empty.
Take about
I'd also be curious as to what's got him wanting to fill them up now. Is there situations where they they have to turn people away, or like, like, is there maybe something going on that means that he needs more money right now, or like, does he want his weekends back and therefore he wants people to cut for him? It's really bothering him that he has to work every weekend. He doesn't really want to do it. He's like taking away from other parts of his life. Like, does he have certain goals that he needs to make an extra 15K a month by having 3 other barbers in there so that he can open another shop, maybe? Um, but yeah, like that's just like a big, a big missing piece of data.
yeah, like 5K a month.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I would have asked about the other barber. Is he doing the same? Are you guys cutting the same amount of hair and both bringing the same amount of cash? Is he lower? Like, what does that look like? I probably would have asked about his expenses of the business. Okay, like how much are your business expenses? Like how does it work with the barber? Does he just pay you to rent his chair, or do you take a percentage of his cuts? That could be an important piece of information, because some barbers, they only charge $500 a month or some shit like that to rent their chairs. Some of them take a percentage of cuts. Um, like after I've got the guy's total monthly income, then I would go into the profit. Like, what is that after expenses for him? How much does he have left? Okay, how much are you paying yourself personally out of that? This much. If those are very low numbers, I'd probably ask him, okay, like, and approximately how much are your personal monthly expenses? You're making 5K a month, your barbershop, the rent there is 2,400, which is probably lower than it actually is. Um, you know, How much do you pay yourself personally? Oh yeah, like 1,500. Oh, wow. How much are your personal monthly expenses? They're like 2,500. Oh, okay. And how long have you been about $1,000 underneath your, I guess, in the red with your personal expenses compared to your income? 4 months. Huh. Okay. And like, do you have another job or like, where's the extra coming from? Oh no, I have savings. Okay. How much savings do you have left? Yeah, I got like 15K. Okay, got it. So right now at this current rate, you have, let's whatever, like 10 months left of runway left or of savings um before you're basically just out of cash to pay yourself.
Gotcha, man. Okay. Now I don't want to assume anything here, Shaq, but I guess is that enough for you at the moment?
No, definitely not. 'Cause I was making more than that. I was making double that when I was working for my dad, you know? That's me working
Really?
for someone, you know what I mean?
How much were you making back then?
Double.
It would vary too. Like it wouldn't be considered like there would be days where there would be months where I would make 8 grand, 9 grand, 10 grand on like the busier holiday months.
Right.
8 to 10, I would
Would
say.
you
Wow.
settle for the double, or would you like ask him for actual numbers on how much he used to make?
Doesn't really matter. You know, if he kind of says double. So okay, so you were making like 8, 9, 10 grand a month before. Yeah. What, you know, what changed?
Okay, so you took a huge dip, like almost half of that.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Got it, man. And I guess what's different from then to now, where you're not where you used to be?
Well, what do you mean?
Yeah, in terms of the clients and everything. I guess do you like lower your prices, or you just have like way
Well, this
less?
is this is my own place. I opened up. Well, I took over this place, so I'm new to the area, so people don't know me that well.
Right.
So I have to spread like get my name out there.
Well, he just said that he took over a barbershop that's 20 years old. So like that's the first part of the conversation that I don't feel is 100% truthful.
Right.
And he also said that he's getting customers from Google and he's getting customers from um uh Instagram. So I would probably like if I had the numbers, like okay, so were you just doing twice the amount of cuts at your dad's like working for your dad then? Like what is the actual problem? That not enough people know me because it sounds like he's doing a good amount of cuts. We're like, you did like, let's say 35 this week. Were you doing like 70 a week at your dad's or like what was the difference? Or is he charging way less because not many people know him, which is another kind of like leg to the table as far as why he would want a brand and marketing and people to
Right.
come to his shop.
Right. I believe you were like, I'm assuming here that you were like pretty booked at
Yeah, don't assume. You just want to get the numbers.
your area
My
just
other
because.
place, I was booked. Yeah, I would work 6 days, and out of the 6 days, 4 days, I'm always booked.
Wow.
Um, hmm.
Can I ask you like something personal, Shaq?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
What's it been like, man? Like taking like a 50% like cut on your salary so far.
It's not good. That's why I want to go. You know.
For
Yeah, like I just think it would have just if we would have just went a few layers deeper before going into these types of questions, it would have been way more powerful. Like, how much is he paying for the shop? Like, how much is he paying himself? You know, what are his personal expenses since they're probably low numbers? Okay, so going from making profiting 8 to 9K and now profiting like $1,000 a month. What's that been like? Dude, it's been pretty shitty. In what way? Like what I guess what are some things that you used to be able to do, but now that you can't? It's like, okay, well, I used to be able to do this and that, and you know, um,
for sure, man. Now, we do have some barbershops, right? And you're saying that it's
And I
that it's
just I
not
just
good.
moved way too quick.
He tells me that
Yeah,
like
yeah. Like listen to him.
okay. Besides this, like, do you have any other sources of income, or this is mainly it for you?
Hold
What's it been
on.
like, man? Like taking like a 50% like cut on your salary so far.
You also could have just said it. Okay, wow. So you've taken a 50% cut on your salary. Yeah. And then just like let him sit with it for a second in silence.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Why did you laugh? Yeah, I noticed. I mean, dude, I noticed you laughed when you said that. Like, it doesn't sound like it. Maybe I'm missing something. Like, is it funny or like what's going on? No, no, dude. I'm just fucking stressed out, to be honest. Okay, like, tell me more. Blah blah blah.
That's why I want to go.
For sure, man.
Or no
Now,
good in
we
what
do have
like
some
what
barbershops,
way?
right? And
What you said before. Hmm.
yeah, when he said like it's not good, but in what way were some of the things that you used to do that you're like not being able to do right now? How's that showing
Yeah,
up?
yeah. Why don't you just go back to your dad's barbershop, dude? Fuck no, dude. I want to become my own man. I want to be a success myself. I got to prove him wrong. Blah blah blah. You know, you might ask him a question like that, and the guy would you might just see him light right up. So Juan is
Well,
selling for Eric
for Eric.
Ardito.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No way. Okay, that's crazy.
You know him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're in the same group.
Sweet.
yeah, man.
So
This is his first call.
you're saying that
Oh,
it's
no way. That's
not
crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
Uh,
awesome.
Armand, you got any I guess specific any questions or anything that you want to jam on while we're going through this?
Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just listening. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities there for sure, but I really don't have any questions so far.
Okay.
good, right? We have some barbershop clients.
It's not good. That's why I want to go.
For sure, man.
Yeah, that's just like it's not good. That's when people do that, there's so much underneath the surface that you have to, it's like, okay, like I have to dig on it.
Right.
You say
And
it's not good, like
yeah, I just validated it and
be
accepted
real with me,
it.
man. Like what's going on? What's going on as a result of you? What's going on? I'm just curious, dude. Like what's going on in your business or your life as a result of you making 50% less? And now you're running a business. I mean, that sounds tough. It's an example of a statement. Oh, dude, it's killing me. It's killing you. Wow. Tell me, like, how long have you felt that way? Oh, and this way, and when you say it's killing you, is that having any impact outside of the business, like in your personal life? Yeah, dude, I'm stressed out. It's doing this. I'm not like I'm smoking weed all the time, or like I don't know, like who knows?
Now, we do have some barbershops, right? And you're saying that it's not good, right? We have some barbershop clients. Um, I guess in terms of what you mentioned as well, of wanting to fill up the other's receipts, right?
Yeah. I don't think it makes a ton of sense. We can keep going. We can skip to the pitch if you want, but like,
It's gonna be the same, Ben. And the things that I
yeah,
didn't push on, it's what's coming up on the objection. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm clear on that, man. I yeah,
Like by this part of the call, like the burning problem should be very
clear.
like very clear and fleshed out. Should know his finances, like basically down to the dollar. Um, you know what like what it's costing him to not have these other seats fill up. Probably have all that around like the 15-minute mark for sure,
Okay.
and then start going into you know the next part of the call, which is like, well, kind of like what you're doing now. Like what's stopping you? You asked two questions here. What's been stopping you? How much do you like doing that? Um, it's another thing you want to ask one question at a time. I don't know about what's been stopping you. I would probably go the other way of like, well, you did say that you have Google and you have Instagram ads going. So it, why not just double down into that? Phil, it can't, or can you double down into those things to get more butts and seats, so to speak, and actually start growing the business and filling up those other seats? And you go, no, I can't. Okay, why not? Well, I just don't have the time. Like I'm in a part right now where I have to work all the time as much as I can to make money, and I don't have time to figure that out. Da 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 da. It's like, okay, all right, that makes sense. Right? That's like tied down, pretty much. And then it's like, well, um, I'm trying to think with this guy. Um, anyway,
Yeah.
oop, where'd it go?
What's been stopping you from actually like doing that?
Well, the clientele. I want to bring in more clientele. There's not a lot of people that like the guy that works for me. He has his own clientele, so he's good. Like he has his own clientele, but
Right.
the new clientele that's coming in, I'm taking care of them, which is not a lot. But then I want to have more barbers. I want to have more people working for me, so I could maybe focus on another business or something else.
And there it is. Yeah. No, I mean, I get that, dude. What's been stopping you from filling up your barber seat and then filling up other seats specifically? Or a better direction is probably like, what have you tried? Or like, well, he already told you what he tried. So why not double down into that? What else have you tried? Okay, that makes sense. If nothing, like, okay, considering that you've been doing this yourself for the past 4 months, has something changed as to why now you're looking to get help with this? And then start moving him from uh burning problem into like, why now? Probably get into ownership at some point in there, and then more into the solutions and stuff. Like, what do you feel like you need? Or like, why Instagram? What do you feel like you need to make that happen? Why do you feel like Eric's the guy to help you if you do? Okay, kind of go from there.
For sure. Just because if you brought more, like it will be like more of you just free, since you don't have a recurrent way of getting more people in the seats and more
Yeah,
clients just coming in every single day.
yeah.
Okay. Besides this, like, do you have any other sources of income, or this is mainly it for you?
This is it. Yeah, this is it.
You rely 100%. Um, well, that being the case, and I mean, you're saying that it's not enough. Like you don't like it, right? I think
I don't think anyone like it. It's like, I think your style one is like a bit assumptive. Like you, Armando, me, like I could um infer why he doesn't like it and what's going on
right,
specifically, but it's not as powerful as him telling us.
right,
I mean, dude, like I can appreciate why you wouldn't like taking a 50% pay cut and making less money, but I'm curious, like why now, or like I guess first of all, like what problems is that causing in the business, outside, in your personal life? Like, why is it a problem? Like, because you're making less money, what are some things that you're not able to do anymore that you want and need the money for? Okay, and like blah blah blah. Um,
Basically, yeah, yeah.
or is there anything else? Because I don't want to like put any words in your mouth.
No, it's just
How long ago actually did you realize that you don't like it, right?
yeah.
How long ago actually did you realize that you needed to like look for help and look for someone that can help you out just feeling?
the thing with this guy is he's not really like spilling his guts. Like a lot of
Uh,
his,
I've been feeling a lot of his responses.
yeah, because you asked this really long thing, and he's just like, yeah, you
Yeah,
know you missed the mark with the question. All right.
yeah, and
It's
then he
like
can
this
see
this wasn't even really like a question, which is probably why he just agreed to it. It's like, okay, well, that didn't really do too much.
yeah,
Besides this, do you have any source of income? Okay, this is it. Like, this question would be much more powerful if you knew the business expenses, his take home income, and his personal income expenses. It's like, okay, because we would know, like, okay, shit. So you've been making $1,200 a week. Your shop is 3,500. The other guy brings in 5K per month, but you only make, 1,500 off of him or 1,200 off of him. And then your personal expenses are 2,500. And so your take home is like 2,500. Your personal expenses are 2,500. So you're basically making $0. You're paying yourself $0 right now from this business of yours, from an industry that you've been involved in for 20 years. I mean, that's got to be tough. Yeah, fuck, dude. um,
That's why I want to advertise as much as I can. So
You
this is it
realize
from here. This is it.
how long ago actually did you realize that you needed to like look for help, look for someone that can help you out, just filling your seats and help you out, just like bringing back the
Pro-
numbers to you?
Probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I started to think because I have a third barber that wants to come.
Okay.
He's actually one of my cousins. He said,
Okay.
"Hey, he wants to come. I'll teach him how to cut hair." But for him to come here, I have to bring up the shop. Like I have to have more clients. That's why I want to advertise as much as I can so I can get the name of the shop out there.
Right. Because don't get me wrong. I mean, I've seen that in
got it. So when he said, "Hey, I want to come cut for you," but you knew that you couldn't give him enough clients, what went through your mind? Well, I knew I need to advertise. Okay, and considering that you have advertised and it has worked, why not just double down? Like, why did you stop it only advertising for 1 week? Because like that's kind of like, okay, now we can get into there's something deeper there. You know what I mean? Like we could probably get into ownership from that. And like why he's like it's his fault that, you know, those other chairs aren't full. But again, it's like soapboxing every single time, like mini soapboxes.
right. Because don't get me wrong. I mean, I've
That's
seen that in
a
multiple. That's the call as it is.
Yeah.
Now that I take a look at it, so it's gonna be very better if we go through through the same through the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, what I would do, dude, is like the way I review my calls is I'll have the fathom up in the transcript and I'll write out only my questions. And um, number one, I'll look and see, okay, was there a better question I could have asked than what I did ask? Number two, could I have worded it better, more succinctly, right? Like, did the question move the conversation forward? Was it a good question? Did I get off the pain too early? Was I on the pain at all? Like I would just start rewriting it and then just like practice saying like, okay, this I could have asked this and this and this. I missed these pieces of data which are very important. I should have asked about these. This would have changed the conversation. And you know, um, if you want to make it painful, which you probably should, so that you stop doing the behavior, you just you transcribe by hand every single question that you wrote and then like fucking like cross it out and rewrite the question underneath it. But you could also copy the transcript here and post in the Google Doc and then like underneath what you're talking about, you could just rewrite the question and then practice saying it out loud. And then just practice. I think for you is just it's it's eliminating this stuff and having brevity in your questions is going to, you
Yeah,
know, be one of the most powerful things.
sounds good. I'll do
And going
that.
like a few layers deeper before you start going into like, can I ask you a personal question? Is that enough? Da, da, da. Like those are good questions. But like just after you fully fleshed out the this guy's messaging me. After you fully flesh out like his financial situation and stuff like that.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll get into it. I'll do it with.
Let's scroll down a bit. Why did I stop doing it? Well, I wanted to see what you guys offer. That's not people.
Yeah,
That's not is like that's um it's like yeah. Why did you stop doing Instagram before? Specifically, you didn't stop doing Instagram. You stopped boosting. Okay, so why did you stop boosting your posts? Well, I wanted to see what you guys offer, and then if that works for me, I'll work with you guys. Well, the way people work is like if what you're doing is working, you wouldn't even notice other solutions. You wouldn't be looking at ads and content. You just, you know, you would just keep doing what you're doing, do more of it.
Yeah.
So like, is that truthful? Like, I don't think so. I just want to see what you guys do. Like, that's not how people operate.
Right.
You know, like how much were you spending? You got this many clients a day. Was it profitable? Like da da da. Like how much time was it taking you to do the boosts and make the posts and look at it and deal with customers? You know, what was the problem with what he was doing that he thinks there's a gap in terms of like what he could be doing better? Is it the results? Is it how much time and effort was going into it? Something else? Like either getting more customers or getting cheaper customers? Like what is the actual, like
Bottleneck.
yeah, the bottleneck with what he was doing? Maybe he was just on Instagram all day and he didn't want to do that. Who knows? But then if that works for me, like what does that mean?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Yeah. Like if that works for me, I'll work with you guys. If what works? Like, what do you mean if that works for you? Like, hey, we're like, mm, because I do have friends that work in like advertising businesses, they did offer to help me. Okay, well, yeah, like this is the thing with this guy. Like I caught it from the very start of the conversation. He's still posturing like,
Yeah.
he has other options. Like he knows what he's doing. He's like, you know, he's
No, and at the end of the day,
relatively successful.
I just kept validating his shitty ass responses, so
Yeah.
the behavior
Yeah.
was
So it's
never
like,
challenged.
exactly. Yeah. You don't have to be a dick about it, but like you actually want to just like,
The truth.
get to the truth. Exactly. So they offered to help you. So why didn't you go with your friends versus a stranger on the internet? Like that doesn't make sense either. Just off like Instagram, like Google, that's the only thing they would probably help me with, probably like boosting, Okay, so they can't. So you feel like there's more strategies than just boosting. Okay.
Why do you think it's important for you though to take the next step and not just like do?
Like I said, you guys know better. You know what I mean? You guys like.
Why do you think it's important for you though to take the next step and not just do like boosting? I would say like, okay, so I guess kind of hard to ask this in a way that's not future pacing, but like what result would you be looking to get out of working with Eric that you don't feel like you can get yourself or from your friends? Oh, well, if I could cut my time doing it from 4 hours a week down to 1 hour, and I could get 4 or 5 customers a day or 10 customers a day, and then just know that I'm doing everything right, like that's what I'm looking for. Um, okay, so now you're getting into like timing. Whenever we settle everything down, it could be today, it could be tomorrow. If we were to find a way to work, how soon are you actually looking to get started with something like this, implementing the advertising, kicking things off? So, um, this timing question, you probably want to make it more about him getting the result. So, how soon are you looking to start ramping up your ad spend so that you can fill up those other 3 chairs? Like, get your cousin fully booked out and then get 2 new guys booked out. Oh, dude, I'm looking to do that right away. Yeah.
That's what I mean. But is that something that you're looking to like solve like right away? Let's say today,
Oh
if you
yeah, yeah,
find
for
that
sure,
it could
for
help you,
sure.
or
Yeah.
okay,
Does he sound like he is? Like, maybe not.
okay.
See if we would go down to the pitch.
How many like extra clients do you need to be bringing in every single month?
Uh, let's see. I'll tell you right now. Let's say like one. 120 to 150 customers a month.
Okay. And how many are you having right now?
Yeah, like this also is data gathering that should have been like back here.
Right now, I mean, this is just for myself.
Okay.
I probably, let me see. Yeah, like I probably cut like 130, 135, somewhere in there a month.
You're at 130 to 135.
32 a week, which is around what he said.
Like, you could say,
Wouldn't he need to triple? Wouldn't he need to get to like if he wants 3 other chairs and every other barber doing like 90 extra haircuts a week to to give the other guys the same amount of clients? So 90, 180, like what is that? Freaking math on exact science. 360 extra clients a month. I'd be curious also, like, what was he spending when he was boosting the ads? Was he one of these guys that's spending like $5 a day, hoping to get like a bajillion clients?
130 to 150.
Um, so yeah. All right, can I go into goals? He gets to spend more time with his family. He has a wife and daughter. Kind of asking like the sales question. I would probably, well, I get to spend more time with my family. You're kind of like going into like standard sales question. Oh, does she know that we're, that we're on this call? But well, dude, like, how much time are you spending with them right now? How old's your wife? Like, how old's your daughter? You know, how much time do you spend with them now? Okay, and I guess since you're only spending an hour or two with them a day, like why is that a problem for you? Like what or like what's going on with them or like basically could have dug there. Um, Spending more time with them. Okay.
Do you have pen and paper? Just so I can walk you through the process, how it works, and we can actually like show you how we can increment those at the very minimum, like 10K extra a month with bringing more clients to your barbershop.
Pen, you want me to write stuff down or?
Ideally, just so you have an idea, just so you know you're processing. I mean, you don't have to like. I'm not gonna quiz you or anything,
Oh, okay.
but just so you can have an idea. Let me pull up the presentation here as well.
Yeah, I could write. Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we have here, it's called the 407 method. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and you're gonna see there that it's the only system that you need to scale your business in Orlando. Reason it says that is because we're actually based in Orlando ourselves, but we actually have clients in New York, in Denver, in different parts of the country because like right now we've been able to actually scale our team and just like
Yeah.
add more people into the team in terms of videographers, editors.
Does not care about any of this. Literally, um, like just make it about him. I'd probably say something like, cool. So Eric has worked with over 20 barbers. Most of them, a lot of them are around not just Orlando, but we have clients in Denver, New York, a few other states like that. You know, this is this is you know, this is like a completely customized process where we're like designing your and depending on what he said his pain point was, if it's like time, like we're like we have all the videographers, editors, we're helping you with the entire process and taking all that off your plate and giving you the go-to strategy that you can rely on to start scaling up uh, and start hitting numbers like our other barber clients, like this guy who did 100K in his first 3 months, or this guy or this guy, um, something like that.
Reason it says that is because so the strategy and what we go after. Okay, mainly the reason we're here is because of what you said, right? And what a lot of the businesses have been going through. Before, we were just the same as well. We were chasing like being the top 5 on Google, optimizing our GVP, using SEO, posting daily to our business pages. How much content you saw, but did you check out or before and we were having an issue scaling, we were having an issue just marking ourselves from the competition. You said it yourself here that you have a lot of competition right there where you are. Well, we were just running running through the same problems,
Yeah.
and we found out not so recently ago, like about like a year or so, that we started to do more marketing, that we started to like figure out like what was going on, how the algorithms were changing.
Uh-huh.
We found a
I mean, I probably like validate Eric a bit. It's like, cool. So this is a strategy that, I mean, Eric's been a videographer and he's been running this business, working with, you know, over 50 local clients, 20 of them barbers in Orlando, Denver, New York. You know, he spent a lot of time not just perfecting how to create the content, but also how to get in front of the right people and turn it into buyers. It's the same strategy that like our client John, the barber, made 100K in this amount of time, right? The best part is it's extremely simple to understand and to execute. Um, you know, as far as um, the strategy, it's something that you can scale up. So once you have another barber in your chair, you just have to spend a bit more money, and then boom, you're going to start filling up his seats as well. And this is what's going to separate you from all your competition, is by making you not just the top ranked on Google, but the most visible barber in your entire area.
strategy that worked perfect and that was predictable. Okay, we didn't want to offer similar as to why you're not the same as your competitor.
Um,
Conversations in the last 10 days, for example, from he leads here in Orlando, as you can see here on the right. A lot of people just following us, reaching out to us, just because the method that we're going through is the same method that got you here into this actual meeting right now. So you're actually the proof that what we do actually works, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
So we have a lot of the client's results right here, and as you can see, some of the testimonials are like right now I'm getting too many bookings to the point that I'm looking for some help on how to actually book them into my calendar. We have barbers, for example. This barbershop is in Denver, okay, and they reached some videos even to 500K views, and just booking multiple appointments and getting many extra clients on a daily basis just off from one single video. We have tattoo removal services
Yeah.
that were having a lot of success. Some videos from some of our other clients to
I don't think I'd ever really talk about the views. So it's like, this is how much money they made. So many extra clients are making. They're also blowing up. People are seeing their videos all over the, like every time they like turn them into mini celebrities. Maybe you could ask that, but like this guy cares about two things. Number one, getting way more clients so he can actually expand his business, and like freeing up his time. Like, dude, so if we make a viral or like this type of ad that, you know, with the right strategy, we can get you in front of every single person in Orlando that's looking for the best barber, and start filling up your shop. That would allow you to get a few more barbers to get like fill up those 3 chairs, ultimately giving you the freedom to dial back your own hours and actually start spending more time with your family. And uh, you know the first thing that we're going to do is, when we work with you, we're going to you're going to connect with Eric's team. We're going to script your ad. We're going to start scripting your content. We're going to get all that filmed and then launched. And we typically aim to get that done within the first 7 to 10 days. Right. So it's like big outcome, happens fast, not much work on your end. It's a proven process. Going to save you a bunch of time once you start making more money. It's going to help you stand out. You're not going to have to think about it. Like, this is something that we do for many other barbers. And that's like the first chunk of it. Do you think that would help you? Yeah. Okay. Any thoughts on that? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. And cool.
doing about like 2.5.
Um, Did we lose Armando? I think we did. Yeah, I think maybe on a different call we can just like go through the pitch. Uh, oh, Armando had to leave.
Yes, he ended up leaving for sure, man. Um,
Like,
a lot of things to review.
yeah, yeah. Probably what I'll do is just sit down and start writing up like the pitch for Eric and or at least the flow of it, and then you can um like practice it and sync it up with the slides and the presentation. Uh, just to give you a bit more structure and make sure that you don't start rambling. Just kind of like keep it clear, keep it concise, keep it valuable, you know, kind of walk them through the next steps, how quickly they start seeing results, what other clients have seen, how it all works, and like just make it as simple as possible.
For sure. I'll do that today. I do have a call coming up that we're
Okay.
gonna take with Eric, but I will do both that and write down the call, like this call, just to just better
Yeah.
describe
Well,
like the way
how
that
much
I
time
ask
do
my
you have?
questions.
Yeah. How much time do you have to your next call?
So like 7:30. Well, six, yeah,
Okay.
7:30 my time. Yes.
Why don't you just try to, pitch me like suppose I'm this barber guy. Just try to pitch me and we can kind of like maybe workshop it as you go.
Okay. Okay, you want to start from the presentation?
Yeah,
Okay, let's do it. I actually pull this out as a reference here.
yeah.
Well,
Okay,
then,
how about this?
yeah.
Would it help if I went through Boris's pitch that I wrote, so that you could hear the structure of it? 'Cause I'll send you the recording of this, and then you can maybe try to adapt the structure to Eric's, and then we can workshop that later.
Okay.
So I'll read you my pitch. Okay, so if you like, I can walk you through the exact process of exactly how we make that happen, A through Z. Yeah, cool. Okay, so first of all, the inner circle is not a one size fits all program. This is a completely customized process, which takes you from having inconsistent income to having ready to act prospects coming to you on demand. We accomplish this by installing our proven hybrid method into your videography business. The hybrid method allows you to attract your ideal clients and charge high ticket prices so you can actually hit your income goals. Boris developed the system and used it to create his first seven-figure business. He's now taught more than 300 videographers to do it as well. Many of them have made between $30,000 a month to as high as $230,000 per month. And it doesn't matter where you live. This works in small towns and big cities alike. To accomplish this, we take our clients through a four-phase process. Does that brief overview make sense? Yes, cool. Phase one is the roadmap. To begin, you'll jump on a call with Boris to create your custom game plan. First step is taking you through our ideal client avatar method to get totally clear on exactly who you want to work with, and just as important, who you don't want to work with. With that accomplished, we move on to the specific offer that we're going to craft so that your ideal clients are excited to pay you. With that clear, then we'll now customize the ideal authority building Instagram profile for you that will simultaneously demonstrate your expertise, overcome objections, and get potential clients to reach out to work with you. And with that in place, Boris is going to script out your first ad with you. After spending hundreds of thousands of dollars of his own money on ads, Boris already knows what works and what doesn't. So instead of you having to go and test a ton of ads to find a winner, we're just going to give you the proven ad script that's customized for you. You'll quickly film it, get it edited, and send it back to us, and we'll double check it to make sure it's ready to go and give you the green light. And that's the first phase of the inner circle, which can be executed within the first 4 days of you joining. You know, any questions on that? What thoughts you have on that? Nothing. Okay, cool. Phase 2 is launch phase. Now that you're ready to bring in leads, it's time to set the ad live. We give you step-by-step instructions to make sure everything's set up correctly in the ads manager in under 60 minutes. You click a few buttons, hit launch, and then leads start rolling in, starting with a small budget of just $20 to $30 a day. Our average clients close 2 to 5 deals in their first month of running ads with an average ticket price of $6,000 to $10,000. Depending on your market area, that number could be even higher. From there, once leads start rolling in, we show you exactly how to get them to raise their hand and want to work with you. And then we shift our focus to helping you acquire your first high ticket client. From there, we give you the exact setting frameworks to book sales meetings. We give you in-depth sales training on how to close a deal. So in a matter of a few hours, you can go from having little to no sales experience to being ready to take on clients. Once you make your first sale, we give you everything you need to deliver rockstar results. You get our entire client success system downloaded into your business to ensure your clients win. Our expert coaches will even help you script your clients' ads so you're constantly over delivering for them. And the goal is to turn one-time high-ticket clients into monthly retainers. We accomplish this through setting up tracking with your clients. You know, when they see exactly how much money you've made for them, it's a no-brainer to keep working with you long-term. After you close your first couple of deals, we move into phase 3. Does that all make sense so far? Any questions? No? Okay, cool. Phase 3 is 7-figure systems. Now that you've closed your first handful of clients, you have a repeatable process to grow your business, and you have a war chest full of cash to scale with. Boris is going to hand you his 7-figure blueprint, which is going to allow you to scale without needing to do like everything yourself. Like we don't
Right.
want you to be the guy making 30K a month, but working 70 hours a week. So we hand you the systems over so that you can easily delegate yourself out of every lower dollar per hour task. So that way you can focus on focus on basically doing the big money making activities. And in other words, no more editing or filming if you don't want to. You'll only be spending your time doing things you like doing the most and that bring in the most amount of cash. And from there, we're going to give you the same, we're going to give you the exact same 7-figure systems our clients are using to make anywhere from 30K per month to as high as 230K per month without working any more hours. And in some cases, actually working less. That's phase 3. Any questions on that? No. That brings us to phase 4, which is the mentorship, community, and support. From day one of being accepted into our inner circle, you'll have direct access to Boris and our team of coaches to get one-on-one feedback and 24/7 support. In the inner circle, you'll be surrounded by an incredible network of over 200 active clients, a number of which are already making 6 figures a month. This is important for accountability because when you see other clients winning, it'll push you to keep growing and inspire you to what's possible. And you're going to have access to the mastermind for 4 months, which includes 4 weekly training sessions, 2 of which are on sales to make sure that you have no problem closing deals. And then the other 2 are on higher level topics like marketing, delegating systems, and scaling. You'll also get access to our complete training platform, which shows you exactly how to execute every single step of the process. And we generally recommend our clients put in between 5 to 10 hours a week in order to start seeing the best results. So you can think of phase 4 as the insurance policy to make sure that you get the results that you want. And those are the 4 phases of how we help you scale to 30K per month. What questions or thoughts do you have on what we covered so far? Blah, blah, blah. In terms of the process specifically, how do you feel? But, kind of go through it. So obviously I was reading that, but, it's, I guess, thoughts, questions, takeaways.
Yeah. I guess I have a question. You asking between the phases as you're going through the script, like, does that make sense? Do you have any questions just
Mm-hmm.
to keep them engaged or
Yeah,
okay?
exactly. Yeah. So that, typically between the phases, I switch it up too. So, it could be what questions you have on that, thoughts on that. Does that make sense? Do you feel like that would help you? Just little things like that as you're going. To keep it simple for you, like the way that I would be doing your pitch is like, okay, so how you said you have this problem. The way that we solve that is through this, this, and this, right? We're going to do this thing, which does this so that you fix this problem, that problem, and then allows you to do this, you know, boom. And if you have to explain it more, if he has any questions, you can just do that. And you can just answer them.
Right. Do you do you recommend me to go in terms of like phases with them as well, or just like mainly say the problems that they have and that's how we solve it? What structure will you follow in terms of like the
Phases or steps or like pillars of the program, like there's definitely parts like there's going to be the way I generally think of this offer, there's like three major components of it. And how you break it down is it's up to you, but actually let me just break it down into a few pieces. So I'll go through this quick. So one thing is like the ads, like I call them this, you don't have to use this word, but like it's generally the way um, the way I think about it. Conversations. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. So if you could combine some of these, right? Like you might combine these two or maybe these two. Like, the big problems that you're going to solve is like nobody knows who you are. Uh,
right?
no consistent or no predictable flow of leads. Um, um, the brand would solve like uh, any type of like trust objections or like competition. You want to build a brand on Instagram where everyone spends their time. You want to separate yourself from everybody else. The best way to do that is um, by following this process. You want people to decide they want to work with you before they, you know, you basically you want to be like the one that's like top of mind, like the go-to choice, which is going to make your sales easier. You can charge more money, shorten your sales process. You're going to get less objections, less trust objections. Think about it, shopping around objections. That all happens because you have no brand and no trust. If you don't have leads, you can have the best brand, but if you're not running ads, I mean, Instagram's pay to play. Like you have to, like, unless you want to rely on the algorithm, which constantly changes, you have to be able to pay to get your ad in front of the right people. However, if you can get your ad in front of 100,000 people per month or more, which is not that hard if you're spending, let's say, $30 a day or maybe a bit more, $30 to $50 a day, you should be able to convert a massive amount of people into followers. And then from there, the whole thing is like we want to keep it relational versus transactional. You want to get the people that are ready to buy now, but follow up with the people that don't, but that aren't uh, in the DMs. Basically, the process is once they follow you, we start a conversation, which I'll give you the scripts for, and then you get their phone number or get them into your shop, get them booked into your shop, whatever the sales process is. And
Right.
then scaling that up is basically seeing, okay, cool. Like once we know how much it costs to start a conversation, how much it costs to get a client, how many follow, like we want to have KPIs and stuff that we can just track. And then If you want to go from like 30K per month to 50K, then you know exactly how much extra you have to spend that month, which gives you control. And then part of this is like, we're also going to be teaching you to do this yourself and handing it off to you. All right. Supports, you know, whatever support is it one-on-one, you know, text support. I'd have to actually double check with Eric exactly what his like support is and all the deliverables
They
part of
say
this.
that it's a weekly meeting.
Okay. Weekly meeting. I'm not sure if he gives them Slack access or a phone number or CSM
Yes,
or what.
Slack.
Yeah. Does he have a CSM? I think he does. He does have a CSM.
I
Check.
know Jacob has one. I'm not sure
Yeah.
about.
Eric said he was working on it. I'm pretty sure he does. In here, I would probably mention their ad spend versus in the price drop. I would probably say that, oops, this should not say 30 to 50K. 30 to $50 per day. That's like a healthy amount. You could probably go as low as, this is like $900 to $1,500 a month. You could probably go as low as 500 a month, and scale up from there. I would also probably say in here that, mm, depending on which order you do the pitch in, like in one of these pillars, I'd probably say we want to get everything, we get everything scripted, filmed, edited, and launched within, X days of you starting. Ideally, the quicker the better, as long as it's realistic. If it's 7 or 10 or 14, whatever, should be getting clients by this time. You probably do want to tell them that they'll have to DM people, but it's like, hey, listen, if you knew every single person that was following you wanted to work with you and pay you money, like, would you be against DMing them? Probably not. You'd be like, hell yeah.
Right.
Like, my Instagram's printing cash right now. And so basically, I would be kind of like having the deliverables in here. So part of it's like
Correct.
what problem it solves, da da da. And this is like, we're going to film this and do this and do this. We're going to teach you this, blah, blah, blah. And then the next step is like, temp check, um, investment. Oops. Uh, Probably objections if they have them. And then close. Say, cool. So you know how you said that you want to start scaling up this business so that you can get your time back and ultimately spend more time with your wife and daughter. The investment for us to help you do that is 7,500 or 6K or whatever you feel like charging. If you want to charge more, you charge more. Oh yeah. Also in here, I'd probably say it's 3 months. 3 months. In here, I might say how much time per day that they should be spending doing this. Ideally, you can spend like 30 minutes a day following up with people and closing sale or booking sales. Um, but anyway, I know you've got a meeting here in 5 minutes, so yeah, that's something that we can just iron out.
That's really helpful. I took a screenshot and I'm copying the link. I'll give it a go. All right. The call that I have coming up, I'll be. Main things for that one is remove all the validation that I'm doing, just
Mhm.
because that helps them as well just stay in their bullshit state and not actually come to the truth.
Yeah.
And besides that, there's something that caught my attention about me just telling them yes, yes, okay, right. Those patterns and those habits, I will be working on removing that. right now.
Yeah,
Those are
that's not the biggest. That's not like the deal breaker by any means. It's like the the validating everything they say and having a little like 10 to 30-second soapbox session is like the big one to eliminate, and then just not pulling them out of the discovery like realistically until you're like, okay, like I really feel like this person, like I already know, like I know everything I need to know, and like they seem serious and they're ready to buy, like they're ready to take action right now. If you don't feel like that, I'm like, oh, I might have missed something. Let me keep going.
sounds good. And I'll take an
You
extra
just
second just for the questions because what I feel is like on that call, for example, I was asking him something completely different and then just coming back to what he had told me and asking a question that had just like come across my mind. So if I just take an extra second for me to just process and like actually
yeah,
ask the best question in the moment, well, that's gonna help
yeah,
out. Just keep digging deeper.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't have to like rush to ask the next question. Like the way I would sometimes I just don't take notes, but if I do, like I'll bullet point notes, and like when they're talking, I'm like looking at the person, they're talking, 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 talking. I'm like not thinking of the next question. I go, okay, like I write a bullet point or two, and then I might look at it for a second and look back at them, and then, okay, what about this? Like, um, and if you ever get kind of stumped, we're like, oh, I don't know what to ask. I would just like recap, okay, got it. So it sounds like this is going on, this is going on, this is going on. Okay, interesting. Well, the next thing I'm curious about is, well, what about this? It kind of gives you a second for your brain to kind of catch up if you're like overwhelmed.
Awesome. Awesome advice. I'll take that for a ride.
All right,
Okay.
man,
And I'll keep you posted. I appreciate the time
for sure.
on reviewing this call.
Yeah, dude. Uh, Let me know if you need anything. And
For
I
sure.
guess everyone else is gone, so too
That's it
busy.
for today. I'll reach out to
That's it for
Jacob,
today.
see if he has any updates as well.
All right, man. I'll
Talk soon.
talk to you soon.